Philly, Lamone. Welcome everyone, Van. Okay, we're live here. What's up, Facebook, YouTube, Insta? What's going on, LinkedIn? How's everyone doing today? Happy Tuesday. You will see the caption this morning is, what does therapy mean to you? I just told TikTok, those of you all that are right here, look, as I tell and mention to my community, you're going to get out what you put in, right? So what you put in, come on. What you put in, I can assure you, like, meaning, hear this conversation this morning. And you know what I love about what we do together? Buns, you got to scoot back just a little bit, though. You're too close on my back. Y'all, this boy, come on, scoot over. Did y'all meet Primo from my newcomers are those, Primo, come here, come here. Let everybody see you because come here. Say hi to everybody. Say hi, everybody. I'm Primo and I'm spoiled. Okay. He's either like tucked against me somewhere or Quincy or somebody here. What's up, y'all? Thank you on Tickety Talk. All right. I want to share with you what therapy means to me because I've went through therapy in several areas of my life. And I want to, maybe I should look, so this is my room. Actually, hold on, before I get started, let me shine light on this. My mom's room, she told me this almost a year ago. This was before her passing, or I should say before the days of her the latter days, I should say, of her staying here. How about that? She told me that her room was going to be a room of peace. And every morning, like I'm in there, like I'm always throughout my home with this light. I should probably put this, can y'all see me better now? How's that? Oops, I'm all in y'all face. How's that? Nice and bright. I think that's better. I put on a couple lights, but in the morning, I really love my sanctuary. It's my sanctuary. It's peaceful. Okay? So come to the light with me. Come to the light. All right, you guys. What does therapy mean to you? And think on this question, and I'm going to share what it means to me. So I woke up this morning, and if you guys joined my live yesterday, you heard that it looks peaceful. It's very peaceful. Thank you. I appreciate it. And my mother sat right here, and she would always look out the window here, the French doors here, and then the windows right here. And this was her spot right here, literally where I'm sitting talking to you guys. She would sit right here, sometimes put her back right here, and we would talk, and she would look at me over there or TV or look outside. And I'll never forget, she asked me one question right here in this spot, and she said, "What is life?" And that opened the door to so many conversations. So today's question is, what does therapy mean to you? So yesterday, now let me get into the story now. Thank you guys for listening to the intro. Yesterday morning, I went to therapy because I've been having shoulder pain. And they found some calcification buildup. And of course, being in health and wellness, I have to do my research and understand I don't get it. Hold on. So again, this is what I will never get away from, and that is we live a life, and we should be living a life of detoxification because of just the world we live in, you guys. The air is polluted. We have all different type of radiation from the phone towers, from the chemicals in our home, from what we put in our body, from what we eat, from what we put on our body, meaning chemicals with lotion, with skin care, with hair care. I mean, our bodies are literally, if you're not careful, our tanks will like overflow with toxicity. I hope this light not too bright for you guys. Is it too bright? If it is, let me know. If it is, give us a tour so we understand. Okay, I will. Just not right now, though. I will. And so I went to therapy. Hi, Tear Bear. I went to therapy, and when I went to therapy, they did a lot of massaging. She felt, okay, because what's going on in my shoulder, she said a lot of this buildup we can just move around. So she said, you're going to be sore when you leave here. Y'all got to stay with me on this one. You got to stay with me on this one. She said, you're going to be sore when you leave here. But over 6 weeks, so I got to go back to my ortho doctor in 6 weeks, because at that point they'll see if they want to do an MRI. They want to see if I actually have a tear in my rotator cuff, okay? Because what they see is not enough to really do something about it, is what they said. All right, so I'm following suit. She says, so you're going to be sore when you leave here and in the following days, but I can assure you, I think we can get to the core root of what's going on. Now, let me say this. Let me tell you, ironically, this is crazy because I've never really been a fan of physical therapy. Can y'all believe that? Like, I've been through emotional therapy. I went to go see a therapist years ago when I started my cleansing journey. And I'm look loud and proud and tell y'all. And this woman, she's dope. She's sweet. She knows her stuff. And it's not just therapy on a cognitive level, but even deeper with brain work. She's a believer. Okay? She knows who she is, a high spiritual being. And so we weren't just dealing with things from an emotional part, but we went all the way back to what I initially went for. It wasn't even the initial issue. It was years back of stuff that we had to work through. So ironically, for years ago, you guys have been following my journey. You know I've been sharing this, right? And here's what's crazy. I'm a believer of that. But I haven't been really a believer of physical therapy. One, because I've never really needed it, right? And then two, I remember when I booked this appointment, even up to going yesterday, I'm like, what's the point of this? I went for the ride. So I hope you guys are open for this ride I'm about to share with you. When I went, first thing she said was, look, today's just going to be really assessing. Let me see your mobility. She had me do some this and that and that and this and all this. And she said, but you're also going to be sore because I need to see where you are with what's going on. Is it the upper? Is it in? I need to look at the triceps, the biceps. So she's breaking all this stuff down to me, y'all, right? This morning I thought about the words that she said. And the words that she said was, oh, when you leave, it's going to be worse. It's probably going to be worse than when you came, because we got to assess where your shoulder's at. But along this journey, before you go back to see the ortho, I can assure you we're going to help alleviate a lot of what's going on. So she assesses everything about this area. She starts massaging. And then when she starts massaging, she says she feels how this is very tight right here in the back of my shoulder. She said, it's night and day from your left shoulder to your right shoulder. She said, it's night and day. She said, so what I believe is happening is you've been protecting this arm. So because you've been protecting this arm, I told you guys, y'all gonna love this analogy. This arm has built up stress and pressure where there's a ball. She said it feels like a golf ball right here on your shoulder. And the more she kept touching and rubbing, I'm like, yes, I feel that. She said, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel everything is soft. I feel the mobility. I know you know where I'm going, right, y'all? Hold on. So now the question again is, what does therapy mean to you? We don't want to go through the hard things to get through the other side. Most of us. It's too much work. I know. It's too much work to eat right, to have the body I want. It's too much work to stay in the paint, to build the dream, the dream business. It's too much work to stay consistent. because I'm tired and I'm bored of doing the same thing over and over. It's too much work. I'm going through the same thing right now. Okay. Beautiful day. What's going on? Primo, I told you. See? Yes, you hear the snore. You hear the snorkeling. It's always Primo right here. It's too much work. So guess what this morning? Guess what I said? Hey, you guys, if this is your first time joining my live and I see, hey, Juanita, I see you. Let me know you here, y'all. Let me know what city. Rep your city, baby. Rep your city. Let me know where you coming in from across all these channels. I see you, YouTube. Now, hear me out, you guys. Therapy is a holistic approach. And you're going to experience what you want to experience. From what you put in is what you get out. Same thing with your body. What you've been doing is what you see. Therapy, by definition, you guys, is the treatment for, I pulled it up, impairment, injury, disease, or disorder. Therapy, by definition, is impairment, injury, disease, or disorder. So look, I'm just Connecticut. What's going on? What's up, North Carolina? What's happening? Listen, I am just trying to be like y'all. I know y'all got it together. I'm trying to be like y'all. But until I arrive to where you are, I want you to know I'm a firm believer in a lot of things that I teach, because I can't teach it if I didn't become it. I became free in my body because what I teach with juicing, what I teach with health and wellness. By the way, what y'all eating and drinking this morning? This is celery, lemon, and ginger. Celery, lemon, and ginger. I can't teach what I don't know in business if I'm not in the paint. I can't teach what I don't know about authenticity if I don't walk this life out. I am authentically branded. I can't teach what I don't know when it comes to digital marketing if I'm not in the game learning every day myself. Therapy. The moment you all come to the knowing of thyself is when we realize where we are, where we're not, and where we aspire to be. So this morning when I was doing, even last night, I was like, oh, yeah, I do feel what she was talking about. Now they going up and making sure my nerves and my neck is okay. I feel it. But I had hope this morning. You know why? Remember I told you I wasn't a believer of physical therapy because, why? I've never had to do physical therapy a day in my life. And look, when you don't know something, you think, what's the point in that? See? So I'm here saying to you, what's the point in therapy? Oh, it can cost you your life. Get with someone who knows more than you. Whether you wanted to be a clinical therapist, that's cool. Whether you want to be a coach, a mentor, get with someone who knows more than you and stay with them. I have multiple people in my life, multiple, in every single area of my level of evolving and productivity, and I stay accountable to them. So I'm a believer this morning of therapy because when I woke up, y'all, I was like, oh, snap. I feel it. But actually, let me tell you what's crazy. I told her yesterday. I mentioned this to my husband some time ago, and I'm like, it's hard to even like wash up the right side of my body because this is my left shoulder, right? And it's kind of hard doing this. And she noticed the shoulder pain is impeding on me doing this and this. I can lift this way, it's just a little slow, but I feel that. Are y'all getting this? But this morning, I felt a little bit of the flexibility that I have was different than what I went into with my physical therapist yesterday. Totally different. So now why am I saying this to you all? I'm a believer of therapy all across the board. And although she said, Misty, it's going to, the light is, thank you. Hey, Ma. I just saw the diamond sparkle right there when I said that on the camera. This is my mama's. This is my mom's, and this is my mom's. I carry her every day with me. All these are my mother's. She left all of us, her daughters, her diamonds. And I just saw it sparkle on the screen just now. And there was my mama right there. You got a frozen arm. Okay, that's all right. That's okay. Come juice with me. Whatever you have going on, leading now into, I'm going to get into this. In the body, what goes on is a clear indication. What's happening and what you're experiencing outwardly is as a result of what goes in. And so let me just finish this therapy appointment because it gets better. At the end, she says, sit up. How do you feel? I said, great. She said, until I see you, which is tomorrow, she said, I want you to do this exercise. I need you to go all the way like this, as quick, as hard, as not as quick as or hard, as far as you can go, because I need you to stretch. Then she said, I need you to put your arm here. Don't push it, but just give it a little extra assistance and just go here. And I said, okay. She said, hold that for 30 seconds. I said, how many times a day? She said, just when you think about it. I said, okay. Then she said, come back to the center. I said, all right. She said, your next one I want you to do is just turn this way. And she said, I want you to look down to your armpit. And I said, okay. She said, stay right there. She said, you feel it? I said, oh, yeah, I feel it. She said, stay right there for 30 seconds. I said, okay. She said, I want you to do that as much as you can think. Every time you think about this throughout the day, as many times as you think. And then I'll see you on Wednesday. I said, okay. After that conversation, she says, so nothing happened to cause this, like no fall, no injury. I said, no. I said, but hold on. Now for you all that says you're stiff, I'm in physical therapy. That's what's up. We're talking the same thing. Now listen, let me tell you, this is what put the cherry on top of my visit. And let me drive this home. Let me drive it home for y'all. She says this. She says, Misty, I'm almost confident we can get to the bottom of your mobility in your arm. And listen, y'all, I'm telling you, I woke up, I feel it, but it's nothing like what it was. She said, I believe what's happening is you have been protecting this arm because of this pain, and now your muscle that's being overcompensated is impeding on your nerves. I said, yeah, that's what my ortho said. And he asked me, did I have any, nerve or something with my neck? I'm like, no. He said, I think I want you to go see a neurologist. I'm like, no, I'm not really feeling nothing in my neck. But what she said was, your muscle right here is so tight, it's a joint right here where it impedes on a lot of nerves. She said, is your arm, does it tingle? I said, yes. Y'all gotta stay with me on this. It's an analogy that I'm giving you, but you gotta understand when you don't deal with one thing, it's gonna impede on something else, my beautiful family. Hold on, here's a question for you all that's watching live or coming back to watch the replay. Let me know. Is this making sense so far? Can you please just let me know? Let me come to the comments over here. Let me know, those that are live. What's up, Margaret? Hey, girl. Hey, Shauna. What's up, Renee? Is this making sense so far over here? Tickety Tock, who's on the clock? Thank you. Terry, yes. Yes. Tasia. Am I saying that right, your name? Tasia? I want to make sure I don't mispronounce your name. Crystal, yes. You says yes. Mdale, yes. Clarence, Tuesday. Margaret, yes. All right. 100%. James from the 1-8. Yes. 718. Yes. I love it. Whew. Now we're on the same. Yes. Okay, cool. I pronounced it right. That's what's up, y'all. All right. So then she says to me, she says, Misty, I'm sure we can do this. And are you sure you didn't fall? Nothing that sparked? I said, no. I said, but hold on. Can I share something with you real quick? I said, there's one commonality that I see that happens all the time with this shoulder. I said, you want to know what it is? Thank you for the love on TikTok. I appreciate that. I said, you want to know what it is? I said, I'm a juicer. I went through some health crisis in 2016, and since then, I made sure, and I continue to make sure, I give myself goodness every day. However, I still stay between that 10 to 20% where I'll eat whatever I want. When I'm on vacation, I said we just got back from Italy before my mom passed away. We were in Italy in August, and I had a good time. I said, but you know what I noticed, Megan? Every time I do this or I eat in that 10 to 20 percentile, I feel some aching that happens in this shoulder. This is gonna help a lot of you guys. I'm telling you, it's gonna help you. I said it didn't dawn on me until I felt it one time. I'm like, shoot. I said, and it was moments after I ate. It didn't take till the next day. It took like maybe some time after that. In that same day, I felt this throbbing. She said, interesting. She said, one word comes to mind. We looked at each other and I said, inflammation. And then we said, oh, it's something else that came to mind. Guess what we said? Sugar. She said, Misty, this is very interesting. She said, because you hear a lot about the correlation between inflammation and sugar in the body and inflammation in the things that we eat. I said, I'm telling you, Megan, without a shadow of a doubt, in the same way I'm in your face right now, with the flashlight beaming in my face, I can assure you there's a direct correlation to this with me. Are you with me, you all? Are you with me, you all? Okay. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but when I get information that resonates on the inside of me, or I keep running in that direction to make sure I do what's needed to the best of my ability. Ooh, another sparkle. Hey, Ma. To the best of my ability to make sure I stay in the paint of evolving. And if I know that every time I eat something that's non-serving, here's something else she said. She said, is it like that when you eat natural sugar? I said, fruit? Oh, no. No. She said, interesting. She said, I've been looking more into this because you guys know this, right? Like, I love my people in the medical realm. But you do know they require little to no education when it comes to nutrition, even doctors, right? We're talking just hours. Are y'all with me? And so now, shout out to the doctors who have now went into integrative medicine or holistic, or now we're talking holistic doctors or functional medicine doctors. What I love about the game now is they're putting more of their energy into nutrition because food is thy medicine. And so Megan says, Misty, we're going to have to pick this back up when you come back because this information is interesting. In so many words, I'm paraphrasing. In so many words. And the word she kept saying was interesting. I said, I'm telling you, Megan, that's me. It's me. So why am I sharing this with you all? I mean, after all, it's just a physical therapy appointment, right? No. It's bigger than that. I can't even eat a lot of food and vegetables that make me sick. We got to talk. You want to connect with me? For sure. Message me. Certain foods that people think make them sick is really because the body is in such an acidosis state that when you go to eat clean, The body is not used to it, and it's considered a foreign substance within the body. You guys, I'm not here to treat, cure, or diagnose any pre-existing conditions. I'm just here to authentically awaken you. Okay, I will. That's what's up. Let's do it. I want you all to know this. I'm not here to treat, cure, or diagnose nothing. But my mother, before she passed, let me say this. I grew up watching her eat pineapples and cottage cheese. Y'all know they sell it like that in the store now, your peaches and cottage cheese, right? I was a fan as well until I cut dairy out my diet. A couple months before her passing, well, not really, because August was in Italy. She passed August, September, 6 weeks later. So about 3.5, 4 months before her passing, she had pineapples and cottage cheese. And guess what she said? She said, "Oh, my tongue, I don't know. I think I'm allergic to pineapples." I said, Ma, you've been eating pineapples my whole life. When did you become allergic to pineapples? Here's what was going on in my mother's body, which was confirmed 3 days before her passing, before she went to hospice. The doctors finally said, and I knew it then, because look, whenever you have tumors or cancer cells, your body is already in an acidosis state. If you look up what cancer really is in the body, it's a damaged cell. I'm not going deep into this right now. I'm just giving a high level view. But I've been saying to my family and my mother and anyone who's on medication and have any type of disease in the body. I say disease, you all, because it is a disease instead of disease. I believe our bodies, this is my belief, and no one can take this from me. I believe our bodies can overcome anything when you give it the equilibrium that it's seeking when it's showing symptoms. However, when it's showing symptoms and we keep taking medication to hide the symptoms, then what's happening is we are becoming masters of symptomology, and then all we keep doing is masking, and we're never getting to the core root of the problem. Okay? Shauna, you see Primo, you do see my baby? Honey, Shauna says she sees you. She has some new friends too. Do you want some friends? She has a whole litter. Auntie Wendy says she saw them. Shauna, he's sleeping and not responding to me, but he knows what I'm saying. And typically when I say friends, he hops up because he loves friends. Don't you, honey bun? Do you want to go to the park? You want to go to the doggy park and see some more friends? Okay. So back to my story. I'm bringing this to an end, you guys. I'm coming to a close. The doctors, that's when they said before she went to hospice that her body, she had an infection now in her blood, and her body is in an acidosis state. So I looked to my family and I said, "This is the first time you guys heard the doctor say this, right?" And it was like, "Yeah." I said, "I told you. I've been telling." Hold on, y'all. I got to put in my charger because I don't want to lose y'all. Okay. Yeah. They said she was in an acidosis state. So the reason why my mother responded to pineapples in that regard is because when your body is acidosis and you're eating high alkaline foods, alkaline fruits, the body's going to respond. And this is why people, they say, "Oh, I got food allergies. I'm breaking out." Right? Eczema, acne, psoriasis, dandruff, right? All these things that's happening. My body's aching. Oh, I stopped juicing. I'm sore. Oh, I can't do this. It made me sick. Remember what my physical therapist said? She said, "It's going to get worse when you leave here before it gets better." See, I'm taking you back to my analogy here. Things always get worse. Whenever you're doing something for the betterment of self, it's going to get worse before it gets better. The question is, are you still in the game when it gets worse? Or do you quit? Again, the question today is, what is therapy to you? Therapy isn't pretty, you guys. When I was in therapy and I sat in my therapist's office, not physical therapy, my therapist's office, and we had to work through trauma. We had to work through life situations, hurts, pain, family issues. It hurt extremely bad. It hurt me to the core. Visit after visit, day after day, month after month. It hurt the very core of who I was at the time. It hurts. But I'm free now. I'm free. It was worth me staying in the fire to become purified for you all to see what you see today. It did not feel good. So I'm a believer. So I want you all to know, it's not everybody you come in contact with that's an issue. It's something within you. It's not the people you come in contact with that you don't trust. It's because of the people that came before them that wounded you so much that put you in a position to feel that way about everybody. It's not the goodness and produce and food that you're allergic to. Ooh, this is good. Thank you, Lord. This is some good stuff. You know what? I'm sorry. Hey, y'all, I'm talking to myself. Whoever is with me live, whoever's coming back to watch the replay, I want you to know that this message is for me. Hello. While day is breaking, this message is for me. Okay? That's all I'm saying. This is for me. Come on here playing. Look, I don't got time to play you because I don't play myself. Okay? This is hitting me hard. So it ain't this that's causing us to become sick, or we're allergic to food, or when I eat certain things. No, it's everything you've done leading up to this point. And now you're looking to give your body something else and some goodness, and the body don't understand this foreign substance. And now it's like, oh, snap. But hold on. Go ahead and eat your donuts and your Twinkies and your fried chicken and your macaroni and cheese and yams. I bet you don't have this response. You know why? Because the body is so used to you giving it that processed stuff that you've developed and created and even cultivated an atmosphere in which all of the things you're eating, it's cool. The body's cool with it. See, you can apply these analogies in every single area in your life. And this is why I want all of you all to know, you can't run from authenticity. You can't. Because that authenticity is going to resurrect in your authentic body and your authentic brain, your mind state, and you're authentically becoming who you were meant to be, and your authentic state of behavior. Yep. And your authentic state of knowing what bonding truly is with yourself and people. See, because after all, I'm so bonded with my God-like nature and character and who I am in Him that I don't have no issues with me or bonding with me. That's why I have no issues with not a single person on this earth. There's no issues here with me. There's no issues with me, so there's no issues with me and you. Are y'all with me here? And so now I can talk to you all about what beauty really is. Oh, not the outer. See, not ladies. Not none of that. No, not none of that. All this stuff comes because of the good stuff I put in my body. That's it. And guess what else? Now we're talking about authentic business. Yeah, see that authenticity in the business, in your message, and who you are, the message you're trying to convey, how you talk to people, how you treat. Listen, I don't say anything about anybody in their presence that I wouldn't do outside. How I am with you is how I am with you. How I am with you is how I am with him. How I am with him is how I am with her. I live by the same principles. Come on, y'all. See, it's authenticity. And unfortunately, the moment authenticity within yourself, here's the thing. Let me say this. Someone asked me this, you guys, and I can't wait because listen, should I make this announcement now? I'm not. I'm going to wait. Let me just say this. I'm going to be on bigger stages next year. Okay? I'll just say that. My publishing company, all the books that I did already, you guys, I'm so proud of myself. 6 self-publishing books. I self-published 6 books this year. My 4 juicing book series. The AB Way, which is what I'm speaking about right now, all things rooted in authenticity and my authentic business. 6 books in 1 year. 6. Okay, really leaving us in the dark. No, I'm not. I promise you. I'm just giving you a prelude into this. This is the divine confidence in which I know that's about to happen. But I promise I'm gonna make this announcement. Just know the short clip version is I'm gonna be on bigger stages next year. I'm gonna tell you how and why and what's coming. But let me just get to my point. My publishing company, my book, the book I did with my publishing company. Not my books that I self-publish. My publisher mentioned to me when we were speaking of the name, they know everything I do is rooted in authenticity. You guys, I'm so sorry I'm missing all your comments here on Tickety Talk. I promise you I am. Well, I'm going to open it up for questions as soon as I'm done. I'm coming to an end. Yes, my mother tried drinking some teas. Her blood pressure went so. Okay, I got you. We're going to talk about some stuff. I got you. But the question on the table was, what makes your message of authenticity different than, I don't know. She started naming all these people. I'll save you from everybody she named. I said, that is a great question. So we think we're authentic because, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it a buck with you. That's not authenticity, you guys. It's not. And we can even do a lot of authentic work and brain work. That's not really rooted in authenticity. Authentically becoming, which is in my AB Way motto, we have to understand who we are, number one, spiritually speaking. Ooh, it's getting lighter outside. Look, y'all. Ooh, I'm going in today, ain't I? Aren't I? Aren't we? I found out that the state of who we are is altered, even on a scientific level, by the foods that we eat. I did research and study, and even the work that Quincy and I are doing inside the community in urban cities. You want to change a community? You want to change a community of who we call people that are depressed and oppressed and middle-class citizens? It takes a whole different approach than what we think we're doing. So, although I'm not going to dive into my exact definition of true authenticity at that time, because that's coming when my book comes out, because this is how we came up with the name of my book that I haven't disclosed yet through my publishing company. But I want us to know this. It takes some true self-seeking, not just in the natural realm, but understanding who we are, spiritually speaking, to conquer these areas and mountains within our lives. Are y'all with me? And it's just not, let me go to therapy, because I did that. And I dealt with a lot of emotional wounds. I did that before my health. No, that's not true. Let me retract that. Wait, let me get the timeline right. Yes, I did. We started therapy. Ooh, thank you, God. We started therapy because it was me first, then we started, then my family, all of our children. And then my health crisis resurrected to the point where it took me down. So you can think we're starting at an emotional state. And then this is where we say we're emotional eaters. We binge eat and we do all this crazy stuff because I'm an emotional eater. I'm stressed. I lost a loved one. I lost my dad. I lost my mom. I was determined when my mother transitioned. I was determined. I was not going to derail from all the work that I put in my body. I made that a mission. Not only that, my mother left me with a charge. That's not an excuse. So if you use that as an excuse, I want you to throw those crutches away. So you can work on your emotional state all day. Hold on, we got therapy there. But wait a minute. Hold on, the stuff start resurrecting in my body because I still didn't find the balance of giving myself the right information to help my way of thinking, to help my emotional state. And guess what? Because of that emotional state and that unhealthiness, it impeded on my behavior and how I act. It's same thing with you. When you're angry, when you're upset, those emotions drive an action. Ooh, yeah, it drives an action. This is why, as you think, this is why we do what we do, because we think a certain way. That thought drives an emotion. That motion then is stirred and takes you to an action. So this is why I always start on a high vibrational level every single day. And this is why when most people get up, I'm 3-4 hours into my workday because of therapy. What does therapy mean to you? What does therapy mean to you? Therapy for me, therapy governs my whole life. Everything. I don't believe there's a point that we make it. Hold on one second. Even with where I've graduated in certain parts of my business, I just grow with my coaches. Right? This is why I had to invest into what I needed to invest into again, because I left the preliminary things. You know what I told my coach? I said, listen, hold on. I was in a group coaching forum and I'm looking at the chat and I'm like, I'm way past this. I can appreciate people that's coming on board. They're looking to change their life. But honestly, this is kind of wasting my time. I get, you wanted me to do this, but can you help me understand something, please? That's when I had to invest in the next best thing for me. That separates me from the noise of what I already know and now is putting me on the fast track of where I want to be. Y'all see that? You always have to make sure you have. This is what therapy does. Therapy shows you where you are, where you're not, and where you're looking to go. You cannot think that you're going to go somewhere doing the same exact things. This is why in my juicing community, health and wellness, I'm challenging each and every one of you. If you're not getting the results you're looking for right now, you need to invest in something totally different. If you got my annual program and it's self-paced and you're still not yielding results, I can't lie about the results and I'm doing what I laid out. Or perhaps now you got to go to the neurotoxicity program. Because there, yes, we talk about juicing, but we don't talk about different things of juicing anymore. We talk about the things that you've been through in your life. Hold on. We talk about mercury buildup in your body, where you live, where you work, the products you're using. You take my neurotoxicity test. That test is going to determine your score, where you are with the toxicity within your body. Then you have a catered meal plan on what you need to do for the next 6 weeks. And then after that, we're going to talk about and reassess where you are in 6 weeks after you include herbal supplements. See, my juicing program, you can flirt with supplements all day long. And my neurotoxicity, you cannot. That's why your results when I don't even try. I'm consistent. That's therapy too. Because my health and wellness coach keep me tight. I switch. I alternate herbs. See? Hold on. So again, what does therapy mean to you? I see y'all over here on TikTok liking it up. I appreciate you. Thank you, Lady in Red. I appreciate you, my sister queen. What's up, Nikki? What's up, Patrice? Hey, you guys. Renee, you say, oh, Juliet, you're blessing me. You're blessing me with your presence. I'm glad you're here. Regina, I know I needed to hear this morning. God knows when we need to hear a word, and I needed to hear this word from my body. So I am. You said, so am I. Thank you. Okay, so you are. You said you thank you, Misty. Okay, eat. Okay, I think I know what you're saying, but I think you were typing too fast, Regina. But I got you, my sister queen. I got you. All right, so I gave lots of analogies this morning. And I want you to know this. Therapy is powerful, but don't get stuck on words. Especially, Western medicine, Western culture, how we think. Guess what, y'all? Quincy and I've been even talking about leaving the country. Going back to where it all began. Now, we can withstand where we are once you're in the knowledge and the know of things. We got to stay in the knowledge and the know of things, my beautiful family. We must. It's a must. Because when you do, it doesn't matter where you are. You can still impact change. Yes. Me wanting to go back is something totally different. Me wanting to leave the States, something totally different. My eyes were literally going to Italy, you guys. You guys got to understand, in Europe, like there are some things that we do here, they don't allow there. The ingredients in the food, they don't allow. The ingredients in the Skittles, I took pictures. Gosh darn it, I never even post those now that I think about it. I never posted it. But we did pictures of the Skittles, the ingredients in the chips, y'all, the Cheetos, everything that's here is Doritos. Oh, girl, thank you. It's Christy. Thank you. The Doritos ingredients totally different. They taste totally different. Hold on. The bread, though? The bread. It is unbelievable there. And guess what? Gave me no reaction at all when I had the bread there and the pizza. The bread was so light. Y'all know there's no gluten in all that stuff. There's nothing in the stuff that's here over there. Nothing. Real talk. Thank you. Thank you. Nothing. I'm just saying. So am I saying pack your bags and leave the States? No. What I am saying is I'm ready for you to wake up with me so we can have high level, high pack, high intelligent conversation, high impact, I should say. You'll never know. And guess what? Maybe you've never been out the country to experience it. But I can assure you, perhaps that should be a life mission of yours. To go, because when you come back, you're going to see how you're really living in the matrix. Or go back to your culture. You're going to see how you're really living in the matrix. You're in a time where you're trapped. Okay? So you guys, Juliet, thank you. Oh, Jules, what's up, Jules? Okay, got you. I know because on TikTok you guys have one name, and then we come over here on Facebook or Instagram or on YouTube, and I'm like, who am I talking to? What's your username there? Or you're in my community. I'm like, hold on, what's your name on? Okay. All right. So I want you guys to know. Guess the best way to bring that up is to watch the movie Matrix. Watch that. And then another way to think about that is you've been brainwashed. Y'all, guess what? We've been brainwashed. If you just look around. Hold on, let me explain. You look around at the education system that we put our children in, we came from it as well. This education system, if you look at the cafeterias, they look just like, literally, the majority of them look just like where inmates, where they eat. It looks just like that. The food that's served to our children while at school feeds everything that's on the rise right now with childhood obesity, ADHD, the vending machines that our children are easily have access to, easy accessibility. And we call these healthy. I have a picture of this too. It was a healthy vending machine. I went and took a picture, and everything in there. As a matter, I gotta go pull this. I gotta pull this and try to post this for you all. Everything in that vending machine is processed. So we go to school and we learn. That's K through 12. Then we go to college, higher education. And I went. Listen, you guys. I went. Small business, entrepreneurship, and business administration. And when I sat and asked my professors some things about entrepreneurship, I'm asking someone something who never owned a business. And now they're telling me what they've been taught. So in my world, that's conflicting because I literally talk from experience through health, through business, through my software, through tools that I share. I share everything that I use. I talk through mistakes. I share behind the screen. When someone questioned, here's the thing. I had someone even question a process within my beta phase. I opened the door and said, hey, let's go through every transaction in the back office. It's an open book for me. In my world, it's an open book. You know, when you live this life of having an open book, you live free. There's nothing to cover up, right, you guys? Ladies, listen, it gets very taxing to have to wear makeup every day because your face is broke out. It gets very taxing to cover up when you're constantly trying to cover things up that you've never dealt with. Hurt, pain, emotional trauma, overweight. Everything about you is governed by that trauma. I don't like the way I look, I stay in the house. I don't like this, then I don't do this. That gets very taxing. It's emotionally, you're weighted down by these things. You become free in your actions, in your conversations, in your deeds, when you just live a life of authenticity, where you're true and honor your word is honorable, and you're just free to be who you are. Not because you're trying to put on a facade to be perfect. It's okay to let people see your imperfections while you're on the path of evolving. So now back to education. We're getting taught by people who were taught. Our children are being taught from a Western society point of view that's taking them away, especially culturally speaking, where they don't even know who they are, and now they're being taught. The same thing when you look at the educational resources, even down to the BIBLE. Like you gotta look at the source of everything. Everything. And now this is why I can still live by the Bible, but have other references and point of references to show me who I am as a woman, as a Black woman, who I am as a woman in business. We gotta know these things. We must know these things. Now, the reason why I can speak to some of these things, which will be another video, is because whenever someone talk about these things that's outside your culture or your race, then we talk, oh, they're prejudiced. But see, now I can talk about these things when it comes to our culture and our society, because you can't call me racist because this is who I am. But when I look at facts of where we are as a culture and as a people and how we keep gravitating to things and think you're middle class when in fact you're high class, you've accepted certain things because you just don't know who you are and you don't know the godlike character of who you were meant to be. This is why you keep settling for less and you go with the social norms. So back to the matrix. I told you, you're living in a matrix. You are. So now we're being taught by a financial system. And in this financial system, guess what they're teaching us? See, because when you get connected with me, especially in business, see, you shouldn't be working for stuff and things to keep up with the social norms. You should be working to get you to another tax bracket, because now we're talking about taxation. And now you're living and you understand business and how your business can work for you. Instead of working for an income, you're working for a different tax bracket, because now you don't ever have to owe the IRS anything when you understand the power of money. This is why I like to be connected with my kind. This is why I told you guys my stage is broadening in the coming days. This is why I'm mentioning my stage and my influence is reaching different in a whole different market. I played small. And when you play small, all you do is get small results. When you keep talking from one different area, all you're going to do is attract people that have problems. They have financial problems. They have physical problems. And that's cool. We can address each other on that level, but to stay there is a problem. If we're still having the same conversations that we've had upon our connection, there's a problem. And I know it's not me. Did y'all get that? It's almost like when you had one problem, and that one problem you've overcome that problem, right? So when you overcome one problem, and you see clearly, but yet someone is still there, you can clearly see, oh, I'm not there anymore. But you are, no problem. You got to work out your own salvation. And this is where you constantly evolve and you constantly grow. And when you keep evolving, you keep meeting new people at these new phases of where you go. Not saying you want to leave people that you've met. You want everybody to go with you, but everybody can't, pending where you're at and where you're going in your level of elevation. See? What does therapy mean to you? What does it mean to you, my beautiful family? What does it mean to you over here, my beautiful family? Because I know this. I don't let my investments, they don't fall on deaf ears. Oh no. When I invest to get help, I'm not leaving until that help is conquered. I'm not trying nothing else. I'm not flirting with nothing else. I'm not going over here when I got this. I'm not trying no keto when I got this. No, I'm not flirting. I stay in the game until I see results. So the matrix you ask over here, see, the financial system taught us what it taught us. And this is why we are where we are and how we look at finances. We have a poor relationship with money because we think like employees. Okay, hold on. So now we're talking about the financial system, the educational system, the political system, the spiritual. Oh gosh, I'm not even going to start there. See, we live by systems of the world when in fact We're in it, and we're not supposed to be of it. So I want, in the days ahead, for people that want to break through the social norms and the systems that kept you bound. It wasn't until I was ready to break loose, ready to really don't care what people think. We got to understand this. I don't spend time talking about people, but for the sake of this conversation, you got to know in part why you don't do the things you know to do, because you're worried about what people think. You're worried about going live because of criticism. You're worried about putting your message out there and your brand and business because, it's new. That's the very reason why you want to be uncomfortable until you're comfortable again. See? Y'all get that? Back to my therapist. You're going to be uncomfortable when you leave here, but it gets better. Your goal should always be to go towards whatever is uncomfortable, because whatever is uncomfortable is meant to serve you, to get you comfortable, only to be uncomfortable again because you've learned that. You see that? The only reason why you're not moving ahead in life is because you're not willing to be uncomfortable long enough to see change. The moment you embrace uncomfortability and you stay there until you see results, I don't care what happens. I don't care who says what. I don't care who gets on your nerves. I don't care who makes you mad, who offends you. You stay and stop running. Because ultimately, you're not running from them. You're running from yourself. Do I have anybody on here that want to work with me yet? Anybody? It's real simple. All you have to do is book a call with me or message me. I'll send you my calendar link and I'll let you know where and what program you want to be a part of. It's all rooted in authenticity. So it's either starting with that authentic body first, or you come into my authentic brain master classes that's going to help you authentically become, exude authentic behavior, put you in a position to understand the art of knowing your authentic self and authentically bond with others. Oh, and then trust me, then that's when your beauty's just going to shine. You don't have to go, ladies, to go buy stuff no more. You don't have to go buy all this stuff for outward adornment. Proverbs 31, it's what's out that's going to shine because of what you put in. Oh, how about business? Because I'm ready for everybody to work with me in business now. Are we ready? How about you? You ready? So all the words you heard me say today, I'm at my hour point. Thank you all for spending the first, or I shouldn't say the first hour. I don't know what time you joined this live, but my hour is now done. I love you all much. I hope this power hour really put some power up in you. I hope that it motivated you to do something different. Think on this today. What does therapy mean to me? That doesn't mean you necessarily got to go find someone or a clinical therapist. Therapy can mean anything, right? It depends on where you are right now in this life, on this journey with you. Okay? It's all right. Just make sure you join the top of my other power hour, E-Designs and Crafts. The purple butterfly, thank you. This is an entire word. Heart. Look, I got a heart right there for you. Thank you for joining and your positive feedback. I appreciate you. Wow, that's real. Thank you, Ruby. Appreciate you, Sister Queen. What's up, Sandra? Sandra, I saw your comment in the members area. I know you ready to level up, girlfriend. That was real what you posted in the group. I appreciate you. So think on these words today. If you got to go back and watch the replay, for those of you all that's here that said you missed it, you can go find me. This replay will stay. Some of my replays, my lives, they stay. Some don't. I'm leaving this one. You guys normally eat. That's okay. I normally catch you early in the mornings. That's okay. Just go to my Facebook page, Misty Angelique. You'll see it there. You can go watch the replay there, or on YouTube. You can just go find it there. Okay? It won't be reposted here and or on Instagram, but you can go heart back to you. I'm ready to run with you. I've been running by myself a long time. Y'all know. Ruby, you know. Yeah, hold on. Some of you are coming back and watching in silence. You know. You've been watching. You know. Divinely confidently, you see the transformation, but more importantly, you hear it and it's resurrecting on the inside of you right now. How long do you stay on the fence before you get in the game? Hey y'all, I'm Misty Angelique. And my mother transitioned, and it's a whole new life for me. So while I say all the things with health and wellness and why I'm going to educate and inspire and inform and empower along the way, just know that I'm a whole different person. True. And I want this for you too. You don't have to lose a loved one. It doesn't have to happen. Look, I am embracing all of the newness in this season. And that even means new connections, new encounters, new everything in this season of my life, new stages, as I said, in the coming days ahead. I'm embracing it all. And here's the thing. I want to do it with you. I want to. And if it doesn't happen, it's not because of me, it's because of you. All the tools, all the resources, everything that I talked about is in my community. Half pint, gratitude. I appreciate you. Everything I'm talking about, these tools and resources to help you level up, is in my community. You want to subscribe to All Things the AB Way? I can show you where you are, show you where you're not, and I'm ready to do it. It's my life, y'all. So I love you much. You guys, thank you for joining me live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you come back and watch the replay, I hope that you are just inspired as all of the comments that I'm reading. I couldn't even get to all of them over here. Hope you're just as inspired as everyone who have left a comment while I was live. I love you all much. I will see you another time in another space at another place. But I want you to know that at the top of this call, someone was talking about food and juicing or something. I did intend on coming back later to juice a couple things with you guys. But just know that I want you all to know that this is my true transformation, because what I put in my body keeps me inspired, keeps me going, keeps my energy high. No, I don't even have coffee. Y'all know my cardiologist told me, why don't you drink coffee? Y'all know when I went for my checkup for my heart rate being so low. By the way, I think I told you all, peace to you, Margaret. I love you. Margaret, I love you. You know what he said to me, asked me, how come I don't drink coffee? I'm like, how come I don't drink coffee? So do I need to? What's good for you? Is it? Okay, well, why do people drink it? Right? If someone could tell me, like, why do you drink it, right? And I break down the benefits. And what I just stopped drinking coffee some time ago because, you know, coffee is a stimulant, right? And I didn't want to be addicted to a stimulant while I was cleansing my body. So when I was really sick, I would have coffee all the time when I was in the salon. Before I retired from behind the chair, I would drink coffee. Now I think if I had it, sometimes I'll sip it and it's like, I get the jitters for real. My herbs work just fine. Why did I say that? I said that to say, I was talking about how I start my day with these juices, and my cardiologist told me to start drinking some coffee. I'm not saying I'm not, to be honest with you. But why? I don't know. Now I'm just thinking out loud with y'all because that just came to mind and I just brought it up with y'all. So anyway, y'all, let me go back and finish work. You guys be encouraged today. Think on the words that you heard that came out of my mouth, and you just think on, what does therapy mean to you? What does it mean to you? What? And whatever it means, do something about it. Let's go and heal whatever's going on. Let's go and face whatever we're going through. Let's go and conquer whatever mountain or whatever keeps showing up, hindering our progression. And let's just be about it. That's all I'm saying. All right? So I love you all so much. I'm about to go. All right, y'all? Peace and love to each and every one of you all. I love you. Ciao for now.